Inside these ice blocks was a lethal poison. The cafeteria lady, unaware of it, dropped them into the school's orange juice. The huge container of juice was quickly poured into hundreds of small cups. When class ended, students rushed over and grabbed the drinks. They gulped the orange juice down eagerly. Many immediately noticed the taste seemed a little off. And sure enough, after just a few sips, students began vomiting all over the place. Some even collapsed on the spot. The school urgently called for ambulances. Dozens of students were rushed to the hospital for treatment and investigation. Although the children arrived in time, the poison was far too strong. 20 students died despite rescue efforts. Jack, the sheriff, rushed to the hospital to investigate. Doctors briefed him on the current situation. They had also found cocaine in the students' systems. Jack was stunned. How could something like that end up in the orange juice? He immediately confronted the school principal, demanding to know what happened. But the principal was equally confused. Because of the recent heat wave, he had ordered some ice from outside and mixed it into the drinks to help the kids cool off. No one ever imagined it would lead to such a tragedy. Jack asked where he bought the ice, and that's when the truth began to surface. A local vendor named George had partnered with Jack's older brother, Hunter, to open a small ice-making factory. Business was decent at first, but George thought the profits were too slow, so he came up with a criminal plan. He used the factory as a cover, hiding massive quantities of drugs inside the ice blocks and smuggling them out undetected. He thought the scheme was foolproof, until the day an clueless worker mistakenly delivered the poisoned ice to a school, and the disaster unfolded. Jack knew exactly what kind of person George was. After learning the ice came from George's factory, he immediately brought his team to investigate. Sure enough, a large amount of drugs was found inside the ice. The evidence was undeniable. Jack prepared to arrest the factory owners, but Hunter, one of the partners, still had no idea what was going on. Meanwhile, George received a warning call. He pretended he needed to use the restroom and quietly slipped away. Moments later, police swarmed the area and arrested Hunter just as he returned to shore. Even though Hunter was Jack's own brother, Jack had no choice but to take him in. The horrific incident exploded in the media. News spread everywhere within hours. Parents were enraged. They gathered outside the police station, demanding harsh punishment for the criminals. Locked in a holding cell, Hunter began piecing things together. He realized George had acted strangely earlier, and the truth hit him. George was the drug trafficker.